She is Risen by Travis Adams Irish. Narrated by Heidi Madagami. 1. Nativity of the Caldera. The earth shakes in the shadow of the massive Popocatépetl volcano just a few miles outside of Mexico City. Beneath the surface, stones are turning to dust as the earth wrestles with powerful forces of nature. From the crater, white plumes of smoke and ash shoot over 1,000 feet into the air. A fury is building deep within the center of the mighty mountain. Within its core, the decades of brutality and slaughter of innocent people have created the rebirth of a forgotten martyr. The dark mountain begins to quake with violent bursts of tectonic rage, and soon a plume of ash erupts nearly half a mile into the air as the crater bursts forth an unforgiving amount of pressure, exploding off the summit of the volcano as if kicking open the doors of hell. In the intensity of the blast, those observing below can only witness with despair as the massive juggernaut unleashes its deadly payload into the cloudy black sky. From just above the rim of the volcano, a pyroclastic flow of gas and ash begins to descend on the Mexican valley in its path. Like a deadly hand, it moves rapidly down the mountainside at 175 feet per second, extending its fiery fingers over every living thing, turning the earth bare and black. As the flow begins its descent toward the valley, raindrops start to pelt the ground, and a fierce wind blows against the deadly cloud of gas. Soon, the wind speed reaches over 90 miles an hour, and drops of rainfall as thick as the sea thrown down from the enormous dark rain clouds above. An elderly woman stands less than a mile from the volcano. She is wearing a torn straw hat that is now fully drenched by the deluge of violent rain. Her eyes are fixed on the 1,200-degree cloud of gas and ash that is barreling down the mountain to claim her home and family. She looks on with acceptance, not a hint of fear in her deep blue eyes. Her thick, weathered skin shows the strength of a people who face death on a daily basis. The incendiary cloud approaches closer, and she puts her hands on her hips atop her tattered salmon-colored shirt, standing proudly in her gray homemade pants, waiting for the volcano to finish her. Her entire body is drenched in cold rainwater, and the chilly winds rip the straw hat from her head, carrying it into the massive cloud just 500 feet from her face. She purses her lips together hard after watching the treacherous cloud incinerate the hat. When the cloud is within 300 feet of the woman, it slows to a halt, like a dog being ordered by its master to stop attacking. Soon afterward, the heavy rains pour down amidst the hurricane-force winds, pounding the ash back to the earth and extinguishing the deadly heat of the massive volcanic flow. Once the rains have drowned out the deadly eruption, brilliant rays of sunlight are cast through the thick, ominous clouds. The woman looks up at the heavens in awe, amazed to be alive, but also enjoying the spectacle of over a dozen beams of light breaking through the cloud cover, shining down on the wider, newly formed craters of the mountain. The black volcano no longer appears foreboding in the late afternoon sky. Its summit is illuminated with brilliant white light, like a nativity of hope and righteousness. "My God!" the woman exclaims in Spanish, showing an expression on the verge of tears. "The Holy Mother has risen!" After the ash clouds abate, the earth is shown bare beneath the destructive forces of the volcanic eruption. Over 4,000 feet of scorched earth, laid out like a black towel of ash to welcome a new and equally violent visitor.